In today's video, we are going to be talking about these three handbags. They are three different bags from three different brands and three different price points, but as you can see here, they are relatively the same size. So if I flip them over, you can see the bottom there. Again, relatively the same size. And if I flip them from the side, you can see that they are relatively the same height as well. I do want to quickly point out that I might have a little bit of a lisp today. That is because I just had 5 teeth pulled. Yes, ma'am, 5 teeth pulled 2 days ago. And I am learning to talk with my temporary flipper in my mouth. So I do apologize for that, you guys. It's going to be a journey. I had a little tiny baby tooth that needed to get pulled out because it was no longer held in by the root. And so I had it pulled out. I have a temporary fake tooth in for now, and then in January I get my permanent tooth in. The other teeth I had pulled were just my wisdom teeth. So I do apologize in advance because I can tell already that it is very difficult for me to talk with this little flipper in my mouth. So the first bag that I want to talk about is the Gucci Small Marmont. This is a reissue, so it no longer has the little heart on the back of the bag. And the reason why I fell in love with this bag was actually because of the color. The style of the bag isn't my favorite. It's a bag that I've seen over and over again, like we all have. But as soon as I saw it in this color combination, I fell in love. So if you aren't familiar with the Gucci Marmont, it has a chain strap that can be doubled up on your shoulder, or you can wear it crossbody, but because it's a chain strap, you cannot adjust it. So the strap length is what it is. It has a little button on the bottom here, which opens the bag, and it's very easy to open. I have heard the reissue, that is something that they fixed. The previous version was very difficult to open. You're going to have one big open compartment with a fabric lining, and then you have a slip pocket back here, which is big enough to fit a card holder or some cards inside of there. Other than that, the bag doesn't have any details. It has just the chevron stitching on here. It doesn't have any feet on the bottom, and it doesn't have the back pocket. However, if you do go for the medium size does have a back pocket. Now let's take a moment to go over the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis East-West. So this is the East-West design, meaning it is shorter than the standard Pochette Métis. This one does have a top handle. It does have a back pocket, but my standard iPhone 16 Pro cannot fit in the back pocket. If it doesn't have the case on, it can fit, but I have to cram it inside of the back pocket. This one is going to have an S-lock closure. So what you're going to do is you're going to pinch these two closures together and it unsnaps the closure. Some people don't like S-lock closures. They find them to be a little bit finicky. I really love S-lock closure. It's one of my favorite closures to have on a bag. The inside compartment is going to have 3 compartments. So you're going to have one larger compartment here, the largest compartment here, and then a smaller compartment back here. And this bag does come with an adjustable strap, but it's only slightly adjustable. So you can only wear this 2 different ways. You can wear it as a cross-body length or a long shoulder, I suppose, or you can shorten it and wear it as a shoulder bag as well. But you can't adjust the length of the crossbody strap, and you can't adjust the length of the shoulder strap. You only have the one length for both versions. With this bag, you are going to have a zipper compartment, which I actually find that I actually really like and enjoy and use it because it does replace myself needing a pouch. So I can put the items that I typically would put inside of a pouch inside of this zipper compartment, and all of those items will fit inside of there. Now, this particular bag does have 2 D-rings. One D-ring is for your strap and one D-ring is for the metal chain. This chain does double up as not only decoration, but you can use it as a crook of the arm bag or shoulder bag with the chain as well. Keep in mind with this chain, it's very, very short. So I wouldn't personally use it as a shoulder strap, but if you are really petite and have very tiny shoulders, I can definitely see this being a shoulder strap for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Paris 15, the Le Petit Paris 15. It is the same exact layout as the Pochette Métis East-West. It has a top handle here. It has a back pocket, same type of scenario. The phone doesn't fit in here very well. You can cram it in there, but I don't recommend it. You're going to have your S-lock closure. The problem with this one, since Dress Up Your Purse redid their hardware, I have been having issues with my hardware sticking. So sometimes with this particular bag, the hardware will stick when I go to open it, and sometimes it won't. It just kind of depends, but I did want to point that out. On the interior, you're going to have a microfiber lining. You're not going to have a zip compartment, but you do have 3 compartments, just like with the Pochette Métis. You have a medium-sized one, a large one, and then a rather slim one back here. The strap is the same exact layout as the Pochette Métis East-West, where it is adjustable, but you only have the 2 adjustments where you can wear it as a shoulder bag or you can wear it crossbody, but you can't adjust the length of the shoulder strap or the crossbody. Now, this particular bag does come with a canvas strap as well. I don't use my canvas straps, so I just put them away so I don't have it, but that is definitely an added bonus with this bag, the fact that you do have a canvas strap. So very similarly to the Pochette Métis East-West, with the 2 different types of straps, you're going to have 2 different straps with this one as well, but you only have the 1 D-ring because the straps are not meant to be worn at the same time. Whereas with the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis East-West, you can wear the chain as a decoration and not necessarily as a strap. So you have the 2 different D-rings so that you can wear them at the same time. Now that we have gone over each bag and all of their quirks, we are going to see what fits inside. For the sake of time, I'm just going to share with you guys the same items inside each bag. And if there is a little bit more room to spare, or if it's a really tight fit, I will go ahead and let you guys know that. So here we have the Gucci Small Marmont. The first thing that I have inside of here is going to be my sunglasses. These are prescription sunglasses. They are from Ray-Ban. I really, really love them. Let me show you guys. They're brand new. Not brand new, but they're new. I think I got them a couple months ago, maybe last month. I'm not too sure. When I got my prescription updated, I did go ahead and get some new glasses. But the reason why I'm showing these to you is because they are rather large sunglasses and they fit perfectly fine inside of the Gucci bag with all of these other items. For the sake of demonstration purposes, I am showing you guys my old iPhone case, which is my iPhone 13 Pro Max. So this is a larger size and it fits in here perfectly fine. I'm putting it in the back of the bag so that you can see that nothing is going into the space of the case. So it's taking up the actual space that the phone would take up. The next item that I have inside of here is a bag cleaning wipe. And then I have a key pouch. This is from Dress Up Your Purse. I have a discount code. I will go ahead and link it down below. You can save yourself 15% off. And then I have a card holder. When I am carrying a small bag like this one, I'm not carrying a regular size wallet or a compact wallet, but a compact wallet will fit inside of this bag, just in case you guys are wondering. And the last 2 items I have inside of here are my headache medicine and a little tiny pill bottle. And then I have my lip gloss of the day, which is just the YSL lip plumping oil, YSL Love Shine Plumping Lip Oil Gloss. And that is what everything looks like inside of this bag. I'm going to show you one more time with the sunglasses. Keep in mind when we swap bags here in just 1 second, all of the items are going to be the same, so I'm not going to go over them in as much detail as I just did right now. But as you can see here, that is a very comfortable fit, and there is more room to shove more things down in the bottom here if I wanted to. And that's going to close up perfectly fine. It's not bulging whatsoever. So I would even go as far as to say that you can fit a small pouch inside of here and put your lip gloss and your headache medicine and a couple other items in here as well if you wanted to. Now, using the same exact items as I had it before, this is what it looks like inside of the Louis Vuitton Pochette Métis East-West. So again, with the same sunglasses right on top there. I have my phone by itself inside of this front pocket. Again, it's the iPhone Pro Max, so it does fit a large size phone. I have the card holder right back here. You could slip it in the back pocket as well if you wanted to. I have my key pouch with my keys inside of it right here. I have an eyeglass cleaner here, which can also fit inside of the back pocket if I wanted it to. And just in case you guys are curious, the card holder does fit in here as well. And so does the key pouch. So any one of those items could be taken out and put inside of this back pocket if you wanted it to. The key pouch, because it's chunky keys, are tighter than the other items. So keep that in mind. And then the last things that I have in here, which I explained earlier, are my little things that I would typically carry inside of a pouch. So I have my lip oil down in here, and I have my headache medicine right there, and it zips up perfectly fine. And then let me show you guys what it looks like when I close it. So here it is one more time with all of those same items inside. And I took everything out of the back pocket, so there's nothing in the back pocket. And then you just simply close it. So it doesn't take any effort at all to close it. It closed up perfectly fine. It's not bulging. So although this bag to me looks like it holds quite a bit more than the Gucci, because of the compartments inside of this bag, I feel like you can hold the same exact amount. It looks much wider when I open it like this, but it's just simply not. The back pocket is functional, but if you have anything in the slip pocket back here, then it makes it so that the back pocket is very tight. So you can't really get anything in the back pocket if you are utilizing that slip pocket. So it's kind of counterintuitive. I like the fact that it's there for easy access, but again, it's not useful if you have anything inside of the back pocket. So typically what I do is I will put my card holder back here, and then I won't utilize the back pocket at all. And that way when I'm out shopping, it's easy for me to get into my card holder. And this can zip up, but if I'm being honest with you guys, I don't ever zip it up. It's up against my body, so I'm not too concerned about that. Now let's go ahead and address any cons that I may have with any of these bags. This bag is absolutely stunning. It holds all of my everyday essentials, so I really don't have any cons. If I had to come up with a con, I suppose that it doesn't hold as much as I might like, but you guys, that's not a con. I suppose that the strap could be a con, but again, for me and for my height, that is not a con. So for me right now at this point in time, I don't have any cons whatsoever with this bag. I absolutely love it for what it is. And that's something that we have to keep in mind. If we're buying a small bag, it's a small bag. It's not going to hold all of the everyday essentials. If we are buying a going out bag, it's just a going out bag. We can't expect it to perform in the same way as the everyday bag. So with keeping that in mind and the fact that this is a weekend bag for me, meaning I take it out on the weekend because it matches my outfit, it's really cute, it holds all of my everyday essentials, I don't have any cons with this bag, and I'm very, very happy to have it in my collection. Keeping that same mindset as the Gucci Marmont, this one actually does have a couple of cons. The cons are very minor though. When I have both straps on, the strap on the D-ring here and the chain strap, I find that they kind of get in the way of each other. They kind of tangle up. One might be in front when it's supposed to be in back, or vice versa, which then makes the bag kind of tip in weird ways. So that is something that I definitely could consider to be a con. And the second con is when this bag is not very full, it's very hard to close. Now, typically I like to overstuff my bags, so that's not a big deal for me. But on the few occasions that I've used this bag where I didn't have it overstuffed, I don't know if you guys can see, but it's not closing. And that's because it really needs something behind the S-lock for it to close. So that's not a huge con, but if you are somebody who carries the bare minimum, I would like to point that out in case this is a bag that you're interested in, because you might not be able to get it closed unless you maybe make sure that your phone is in that front pocket so that it will close. Because as you can see here, I'm trying, girls. I am trying, but it is not closing. And that's just because it has nothing to close or push up against. Before I jump into the cons on this bag, I did want to mention really quickly that another con for me for the Pochette Métis East to West is I wish that the zipper compartment was just a smidge longer so that it could fit a phone in there more comfortably. I don't see how that would be possible. The strap does, it looks just like this. It goes all the way to the edge. So I don't think that would be possible, but if they made this just an inch longer, I feel like that would be just a little bit better. So let's go ahead and jump into the cons of this one. You guys already saw it. It is a huge con, and it's the S-lock closure on this bag, the fact that it does not open and close. This bag is so frustrating for me, and like I said, this is the only bag from Dress Up Your Purse, and I have quite a few that does that, and it's quite frustrating. So that is a huge con. It's like halfway latched right now. There we go, it unlatched. So that's a big deal for me. The price point on this bag is really good, you guys. It's around $330, I believe. And then you can use my discount code to get even better price. Anytime I've had any issues with a bag, which has only happened once actually from Dress Up Your Purse, their customer service was really, really good. So if you have any issues with your bag, please be sure to reach out to Dress Up Your Purse. And you guys, I almost guarantee it. I can't guarantee because it's not my business, it's not my brand, but I can almost guarantee they are going to do right by you and they're going to fix the situation. I have contemplated reaching out to them about this, but I've had the bag for quite a while now. So I feel like it would be one of those situations where I should have mentioned it a long time ago. So it's just something that I deal with, but it's definitely a huge con that I have with this particular bag. And then again, with the zipper, I wish it was slightly longer so I could fit my phone inside of here, but it's not that big of a deal. One of the things I really love about this particular one is that the top handle is so loose and it makes it easier to use the top handle. It's like there's a little bit more give, a little bit more leeway here than the Pochette Métis East West. Okay, I grabbed them both so you can see. Can you guys see the difference? This one has a smaller handle and this one has a little bit more of a handle, but it still fits really nicely on the top of the bag. It doesn't look like it's too small or too big. So for that case, I would say I like the top handle on this one better than I like it on the Pochette Métis East West. Now, I had a couple people specifically want to see the difference between the Pochette Métis East West and the Paris 15. So I did want to share it with you guys. So the main differences are this one has glazing on the edging, whereas this one has a leather fold. So if you guys can see that in the front, it is a piece of leather that's folded over so that there is no glazing on the flap at all, whereas this one has a little stitch with the glazing there. The top handle, this one is longer, this one is shorter. The zippers look exactly the same, including the way that they are stitched. As far as the inside or the edging here, it has the same kind of piping around this one as it does around this one. Hopefully you guys are able to see that there. Neither bag has feet. The exterior layout is exactly the same. They are exactly the same size as far as I can tell. And as far as the leather quality goes, the Louis Vuitton leather is thinner, but because it's thinner, it's more malleable. Like when I put my items inside of there, I feel like it has a little bit more give than the Dress Up Your Purse leather. This one is very thick. They both feel extremely soft and high quality, but they do feel different. This one actually feels, now that I have them both in my hands at the same time, this one feels more like true authentic leather, whereas this one feels like it has a little bit of a coating to it. And that might be because of the design. Mine is from the Dream collection, so it has the beautiful colors on it, and I have a feeling that is why this feels like it has a slight little coating. But if I'm being 100% honest, you guys, I didn't even notice that until I had both of these in my hand at the same time, and I can tell that this one doesn't have that kind of little tiny bit of a wax feeling to it. Now the last and final things or differences that I notice is this one has the 2 D-rings that this one does not have. And then, as I mentioned earlier, with the zip pocket, this one has a zipper pocket, which is a good thing and a bad thing, because if you fill up things with the zipper compartment, then it does make it so that the bag feels like it holds less. And this one does not have a zipper compartment. So if you like your bag a little bit more organized, here we go again. You guys, if you like your bag a little bit more organized, you can't really organize it because you don't have a zipper compartment. However, looking inside of there, that looks pretty dang organized to me. So I would say that this bag is pretty organized with the 3 different compartments. It's just that you don't have a zipper compartment to add your little knickknacks if you needed something to be enclosed inside of the bag. Now that we've gone over the cons, we've seen what fits inside, I've shared with you guys some mod shots, which one of these bags is my favorite? We have the Gucci Small Marmont in the beautiful yellow, I believe it's called Daylight Yellow. We have the Louis Vuitton Dream Collection Pochette Métis East West. That is limited edition, it is currently still available. And then we have the Dress Up Your Purse Petit Paris 15. Now, I'm going to be a cheater. I'm not going to tell you guys my favorite because I don't know. I haven't had these bags long enough to know which one is my favorite. This one I bought earlier this year. The gray one I got in December of last year, I believe, or towards December of last year. And this one I got just recently. Out of the 3, I will say, I reached for this one the most, and I think that's for a couple of reasons. One, the butter yellow really goes well with my wardrobe, and so that's why it's so important to know your wardrobe and what works for you. I am the type of person that likes to have a pop of color in my bag. So if I'm wearing a blue outfit, I don't want to wear a blue bag. And I wear a lot of blue and I wear a lot of white and I wear a lot of denim. So yellow really goes really well with the blues, whites, creams, and denims that I wear without blending into my outfit. Whereas this one, because I do wear a lot of white, the white kind of blends in with my outfit. So I think I reach for this not only because of the color, but also because of the way that the items fit inside. It makes it really, really easy for me to get my items in and out, whereas this one I have to kind of finagle it and make sure I get them in the right compartment in order for the bag to close best. So I suppose if I absolutely had to choose a favorite, I would go for my Gucci. It's the one that I use the most, but this one is so stinking beautiful. Looks wise, I don't know, you guys. Out of these 2, I really don't know. And for this one, if this one was in the new baby blue color that they had, it would be up there as well, assuming that I didn't have one with a faulty lock. The faulty lock really does me in on this. I used this twice, I think ever, and the lock was so frustrating that I just haven't picked it up again. In fact, I do plan on either selling this or moving on from it, giving it away. I'm not sure, because I just know myself. I'm a no fuss girl, and with the lock, I'm not gonna use it, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to see what I'm wearing, how I style these bags in real time, and what I use in these bags when I switch them out, then make sure that you are following me over on TikTok and Instagram. Both of them are linked down below. Keep in mind, any video that I film, I will have anything that I am wearing, including my makeup, my lip gloss, my outfit, linked in the description box for you, in case you're interested or if you see something that you enjoy. Don't forget to check out the description box for Dress Up Your Purse with the discount code. And until next time, I'm going to have a video linked here or here. I never remember what side it's on for you guys to check out next.